The irony of liberalism is that liberalism burns liberals too. The beauty of conservatism is conservatism, when enacted, helps everyone, including liberals. This one kind of jumped in at the last minute, this story, but my gosh, is this important. And it's important based on a conversation I had last night with someone. You know who you are. I'll leave that out, who it was. But there's a story in New York that's probably going to infuriate a lot of you. The New York State, occupied New York State at this point, has decided it was a good idea to issue driver's licenses to people in the country illegally. Obviously, an awful idea for reasons. The bevy of reasons go on and on. National security reasons. Does citizenship matter anymore? The lines have been out the door. We have this story up at Bongino.com by a resident fact checker in chief, Matt Palumbo. Headline: New York DMV still overwhelmed weeks after giving illegals licenses. Ladies and gentlemen, how would you think about this? How would you feel about this? So you're a tax-paying citizen of New York, obviously in the country legally, maybe naturalized, born here, maybe born here, your family over generations, doesn't matter, but you're in the country legally. And now you have to stand on a line 7 blocks long to get in the DMV behind people who came into the country and disregarded the laws completely. Now, that's bad enough. Obviously, that's the easy one. But an interesting point was brought up to me last night. Producer Joe, let me tell you, I bet you didn't think of this one, because I'll be candid with you, folks. Right. I didn't either. So a friend of mine says last night, he goes, do you know what this is going to do to car insurance rates up there? And I looked at him for a second and said, huh? Explain. He said, think this through. So now you came into the country illegally. So obviously, Joe, tautologically speaking, laws don't matter, right? To you.
Yeah. All right.
You said, screw the law. I'm going to come into the country illegally. And by the way, don't lecture me about illegal immigration. It's obviously a sensitive issue with my family that did it the right way. Okay? So hard pass on you know nothing about. I actually went through the process with people very close to me. Okay? So no thanks. You guys can take a back seat trying to lecture me on immigration. So if you chose to come into the country illegally and stay here illegally, what are you doing or saying by doing that? You're saying, I don't really care about the laws. How does this relate to car insurance? So what this guy said to me last night was fascinating. He said, well, listen, once you get the driver's license, you can go to whatever insurance company, Progressive, I said ironically, by the way, whatever it may be, and say, listen, I need car insurance. Make your first payment, get the car insurance card that's good for a year, and never pay again. Ever. Meaning what, Joe? Insurance companies, you may say, and a fair point brought up by Paula this morning, ironically. Paula said to me, well, anybody could do that. She's not wrong. Yeah. Anybody, Joe, I, citizen, non-citizen, here legal, can pay, it's not only illegal immigrants that can do that. But my counter argument to Paula, which I'll make to you is, ladies and gentlemen, what is insurance other than a probability equation? That's what it is. You are asking people to pay based on the probability that they'll get in a car accident. With health insurance, they'll get sick or won't. With home insurance, that the house will burn down or won't, or will be robbed or it won't. That's what insurance is. Were you missing something? It's a probability equation that the person you're insuring, based on their premiums, will cost you money later. That's what, it's not a welfare program. It's insurance. So if you're insuring people, Joe, whose first act in the United States was to say laws don't matter, and by law they have to get car insurance, they're probably going to get car insurance, pay a premium, and many of them, not all of them, but many of them are going to say, listen, I'm not making another payment. Thanks. I got my card. We're good to go. They've shown no respect for the law in the past. It was an excellent, excellent point. That wait till people start getting car insurance rates in New York. And by the way, car insurance in New York is bad enough as is. Believe me, I live there. If you're going to insure people whose first act in the United States was to say the laws don't matter, then my gosh, this is not some kind of stereotypical stigma. It's based on a probability equation. If you say the law doesn't matter, then what do you care about the law, whether driving or otherwise? You get an insurance card and that's it. By the way, driving laws won't seem to matter more either. I mean, you're talking about people who say they don't care about the law. This is one of those things, again, it's been an evergreen topic on my show, that the irony of liberalism is that liberalism burns liberals too. The beauty of conservatism is conservatism when enacted helps everyone, including liberals. Wait till people start getting their car insurance bills in New York and they're spiking 10, 20, 30%. You wonder why people are leaving.
You just heard The Dan Bongino Show. You can also get Dan's podcasts on iTunes or SoundCloud. And follow Dan on Twitter 24/7 @DBongino.